Hey guys, what's going on? So, before I get into this, I want to let you know this is going to count as my review of the Patriots game and my preview of the Bills game. I don't have time to do an individual preview for both and talk about this, so it's all going to go in one giant video for you guys. With that out of the way, what the hell is going on? It's a pattern. It's a pattern that the Cowboys cannot break. We can beat bad teams when we need to, which is a plus, which is good. But you can't beat good teams even when you're in the game. Situational awareness isn't there. Game management isn't there. All that stuff. Now, I know people might be like, Space, if there is people at this point, Space Cowboy, you can't blame Jason Garrett. You agreed with him in these situations and all this other stuff. Here's the thing. I'm not going to 100% attack someone just because they're them. But if there is a rationale for why I dislike a person in terms of like their coaching, I'm going to give you reasons. I did say in the Patriots game, them kicking the field goal to make it 9-13 at that point was the best, probably the decent decision to make. Kick a field goal, you're probably going to stop New England, you drive down the field and try to score a touchdown. The part that ruined it for me was way before that. Way before the game even began. You mean to tell me? Hell, it didn't have to be a week before the game. It could have been 30 minutes before the game. As a head coach, you don't tell your quarterback, hey, it's going to rain. And I don't know how you feel about throwing a wet football, but I feel it would be in your best interest to wear gloves. Literally, it took Dak it took Dak until after he threw the interception to put a glove on, and he looked much better. And I'm not going to sit back and be like, hey, the weather, we looked bad because we played. No, you played in tough conditions, so I'm not like super annoyed because I kind of expected that because I talked about that in my pregame video. The thing that I don't understand with this coaching staff, you can't beat the good teams, you can beat the bad teams, and then there are moments where you should have won games and you didn't, and oh my god. So, Cowboys are 6-5. They'll probably, and this is my thought process, they'll probably go 10-6, 9-7, make the playoffs, lose in the first round, or at best, win a wild card matchup, lose in the divisional round. That's not acceptable, man. You've had, if you want to get rid of 2010, because that technically he was the full-time coach, you've had 8 goddamn years to get a program together that can win games, then championships. Okay? Obviously in my mind, you want to win every game. I know realistically you're not going to win every game. You're not going to win every game by a blowout. I get it. But the fact of the matter is, there have been so much talent wasted because of this man. And I do not want Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper, and whoever the hell else is still here to have their careers wasted because of this redheaded stepchild that we have as the head coach of the Cowboys. Tell me, what has Garrett done that's so enamorous? Oh, he won a Coach of the Year award? Wow. What did that get you? Oh, a second round exit. Being down, 21-3? Oh, we rallied from down 3-5 record in 2018 to make the playoffs, and this team is a dark horse Super Bowl candidate. What did that result? Oh, winning a first round game and then getting gashed by the run against the Los Angeles Rams in the divisional round, a game that you could have won. What else has he done? Oh, you can argue that the Green Bay game could have been player execution because Murray fumbling the ball and stuff like that. But the fact of the matter is, this team, and I will say this right here, right now, as we're about to close out this decade, Garrett's best opportunity to lead this team to a championship was in 2014, leading the Cowboys to a 12-4 record after everything coming together, and them falling short to the Green Bay Packers when they now. And I want you to understand something, guys. This is how bad this is. The Cowboys have never led. They did lead. I will admit they did lead in the 2016 game by 3 goddamn points, and that was the only lead they had at the whole rest of the game. 2014 was probably the last time the Cowboys led a divisional round game at halftime. Let me put that into perspective to you. The Cowboys, and this goes into effect with the 2007 season, 2009. The Cowboys have not led at halftime in a divisional round game outside of 2014 since I'm trying to think, 1995. You know how sad that is, man? And, people be like, well, it's hard to win in the playoffs. Yeah, but if you are a good, competent head coach, you'll be able to win those games. And I know you might be saying, Space, what does this have to do with Jason? Because, tell me, what are we going to do this season? Be honest, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What, win the division title at 10-6 at most, probably? And, lose in the first round or lose the divisional round like we always do to a better coached team? Have you seen the NFC? The NFC looks stacked this year. Sure, I think we can beat Minnesota in a rematch. Sure, I think we can beat certain teams. I don't have faith in this dude running the head coaching position to take care of things. And I'm sorry, man. Time for a change. I'm not saying do it now, because I think that the last thing you want to do is say you're going to fire the dude and everything goes downhill and everything gets ruined. Let the season run its course. Let's lose in the second round, as we probably will. And we'll find someone else. And I'm going to tell you this right here, right now. We keep this dude as the head coach, I'm not expecting much. And I hate to be like that. I can't put myself through this crap. I'm not saying, listen, I will root my Cowboys. I'm not trying to say I'm leaving. No. I would never do that. Hell no. I'm riding with this team till I die. But the fact of the matter is, I will never, ever think that the Cowboys will win a championship under this dude's head. I can't. I cannot think that the Cowboys will win a Super Bowl under he has no. Oh my god, it's frustrating because I'm trying to do this in one take and I'm just saying as it is. But it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. I don't know how much longer I could take of this dude running this program, because what has he done? Seriously, nothing. And the one thing I don't want to see is assign all these players to long-term extensions and end up falling flat on our face and wasting their primes and wasting pure open windows to go win a championship. What are we going to do? Get in the tournament and then we're going to end up losing in the first round? What's that going to accomplish? Nothing. I don't want to hear it from anybody at this point. If someone is trying to defend Jason Garrett because they think, it's player execution, this and that. Listen, like I said at the start, there are situations where, yeah, it is. Sure. I'm not saying that Jason Garrett's responsible for Dak Prescott throwing that arid pass. I'm not saying that Jason Garrett is responsible for the special teams players not holding, the ball and all that other stuff. I'm not saying, I'll be objective when necessary, and you guys know that. I don't have to explain that. But the fact of the matter is, this team, we know what its limit. We know the ceiling for this team. A very talented roster that could easily be 9-2 at this point. But because of their coaching staff, they're 6-5. You know, that's how sad this is. The Cowboys have had such pure opportunities to win a title. Let's say 14-16 were probably your best shots under this guy's tutelage. What did you get? One, in 2016, you got blown the hell out at home and you barely made it a game and you barely won, you barely lost the game. You shouldn't have been in that situation. We're in a point, we have to literally, as fans, hope to God that we play our players in the last game of the season to ensure we have some momentum to win a playoff game. If that's the case, man, if that's if that's the only way you're gonna win playoff games, that's sad. It shows you that you can't prepare a team. You can't, and I mean, I don't know what else to say, man. I'm just frustrated. I'm not gonna sit here and be rah-rah if we make the playoffs because I expect this team to make the playoffs. The only way I can sincerely forgive Jason Garrett and take everything back is if he leads this team to the freaking Super Bowl, which isn't gonna happen. I know it's not gonna happen, and I hope to God that the Cowboys are now seriously looking at his replacement. And let's say this: if the Cowboys miss the playoffs this year, I hope to God that he is gone. I hope that he's gone. And it's just that I don't know, man. I'm just frustrated. I'm talking in circles. I've been really frustrated with what's going on because it's the same thing, man. I've seen the same thing for the past 9 years, okay? From his start as head coach in 2010, if you want to include that interim head coaching position when I was in 7th grade, to my final year in undergrad of 4-year college in 2019, well, technically 2020, but you get the point. The Cowboys would have won no championships. They would have gotten to the Super Bowl no times. They would have gotten to the NFC Championship game 0 times. They would have gotten to the divisional game in the playoffs twice, or 3 times if you include having the bye week, and 2 wild card wins. You think I'm satisfied by that? Hell no. That's embarrassing. You have all this talent around you, and you can't even muster at least a 7-4 start. Hell, if it wasn't for the fact that we have 2 of the worst teams in the NFL, in the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants, and then you have the Eagles, who along with us keep tripping over ourselves because of our coaches. If we played in a division like the NFC West, you know how annoying this would be? Imagine being so talented, so ready to make a run for the title. You look set, going 3-0. Oh man, I think this is the year that the Cowboys can finally put it together. And then you fall flat on your face, and now you're 6-5, and you're gonna probably squeak into the playoffs and do nothing. And I don't want to hear from people saying, "Oh, you're just a fair weather." No, because I'm not. Don't let anyone tell you that crap. If anyone's going to tell you, "Oh, because you're criticizing the head coach and the team, you don't deserve to," screw that. This is inexcusable. We know what's going to happen. We all know. And I hope the hell this video doesn't age well. I hope that there is a part of me that's like, okay, by the time this video is posted, I hope to God that the Cowboys mysteriously go on a miracle run, win it all, and then I look like a dumbass for posting this video. But I know they're not. If they do that, I will delete this video. Actually, no, I won't. I'll keep this video up here as a testament to see how poorly this ages. But I'm pretty sure I could stand tough on that. So, let this be a reminder. This dude has wasted the primes of a Dez Bryant, a Tony Romo. I don't want to say, maybe you could throw in DeMarco, but DeMarco, he's wasted the primes of the, they're still good, but to have one of the best offensive lines in football and you waste it, inexcusable, man. And I believe if the Cowboys can at least keep a core, like if they can keep the core they have now, I know they're not going to keep everybody. If they can keep a solid core and they could bring in a guy, don't hire in-house. Don't want none of that crap. I don't want Chris Richard. Don't want Rod Marinelli. Don't want Kellen Moore. None of that crap. We need new blood in this system, in this football program. If we don't get that, listen, if we hire Chris Richard, let's say we do, you better hire some good coordinators. Hell, I hope he proves me wrong, but I have a feeling, keep Urban Meyer. Look, keep Urban Meyer in your thoughts, because I really do think that he's in. I have a weird feeling he's going to be the next head coach. I really do. I've gone on for long enough. I don't have to go any further. You know, if you enjoy the content, feel free to subscribe. I don't really care at this point, because there's no point in me just getting frustrated. Overall, but you know, not YouTube, but like getting frustrated with this team in terms of the coaching staff. So, that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all you guys, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Peace out, guys. Bye-bye.